Welcome to Prakriti Garden in Texas, a channel about backyard gardening and partial self-sufficiency. This is Mid-May Garden Update video. In our North Texas, garden plants are starting to grow noticeably each week. So amazing to see how far things come in such a short time. We have had a couple of good rains lately. Plants are thriving and so are bugs in our garden. I'll share more about that later in this video. But first let me show you guys what's new in our garden. We harvested all our onions and garlics from our raised bed. Usually onions are harvested when tops turn yellow or brown and fall over. But leaves of our onions were still green when we harvested because we wanted to plant okra and corn. So this is our entire harvest of onions. Onions need curing after harvesting. For curing, we spread them in these laundry baskets, taking care not to bruise them, and we kept them in our garden for 2 days before moving those in our garage. Garlics are not that big as we would like these to be, but we are happy as long as we can harvest something. Harvesting is one of the most fun things of the garden. It really is beautiful to see all the things we can pull out of the garden. We also harvested all our potatoes from containers and burlap bags. We have more potatoes growing in raised bed. We will harvest those within next few days. Digging for potatoes is like treasure hunting. We like to replant potatoes throughout the growing season and enjoy continuous harvest. So this is how our raised bed looked like once we were done with harvesting all our onions. We will prep the raised bed for planting 2 types of okra, long pod okra and red burgundy okra. And we will also plant golden bantam sweet corn in this section of raised bed. And we will replace garlic with green long beans and royal burgundy beans, both bush varieties. One of the things I am actually very excited about is our volunteer butternut squash. We always get good harvest from squash. Last year we harvested 20 butternut squash, enjoyed the harvest in wide variety of dishes, also shared some with our neighbors. The harvest lasts us from fall to all the way till late winter. So far the squash vines seem like they are doing really well. Our tomato plants are almost 3 to 5 feet tall. We regularly prune all our tomato plants to keep them manageable and disease free. We always wanted to use our backyard in the best way possible, utilizing every part, every nook and cranny, taking advantage of whatever we have in our hand, and the way we are growing our tomatoes is the prime example of that. We are growing all our tomato plants along the fence so that the fence post makes a really nice climbing structure for the tomatoes. Almost all the tomato plants are flowering and fruiting. We take pride in our garden and what we are able to grow. Regular pruning and growing vertically and companion planting allows us to squeeze more plants in less space. And hopefully we can get more harvest. Check this out. This is ginger root sprout. We are growing ginger for the first time. So finger crossed. Our bottle gourd vines are trellising themselves all the way up. They reach the top of the trellis tunnel that we DIY'd. Earlier we used to grow bottle gourd and ridge gourd next to each other so that both the plants can use the same trellis. But it becomes too crowded in midsummer. So this sturdy trellis is for growing bottle gourd vines only, and there will be a separate trellis for ridge gourd. We are hoping that by growing both the veggies in different trellis, we will be able to keep the plants manageable and won't miss the ideal harvest window of these veggies. These Wando variety peas were supposed to grow 2 to 3 feet according to the seed packet information. But in our garden they are almost 4 feet high. Every now and then I am harvesting handful of peas and I love snacking on them right in the garden itself. Though peas are infested with lots and lots of aphids, but we are doing absolutely nothing because we have a whole army of ladybugs and lacewings to take care of this issue. As you can see, we have some gorgeous looking cayenne peppers. We didn't top any pepper plants. I think these are naturally multi-branching plants. There are a lot of side growth. Look at the growth of our Japanese cucumber, Tasty Green. There are a couple of male and female flowers already in the plant. It has been trellising itself up. We got this trellis from Aldi. We haven't seen any bees in our garden yet, so I have been coming and hand pollinating when I see some female flowers here. I will hand pollinate as much as possible just to ensure that all the female flowers are pollinated and we get some crunchy cucumbers. With rising temperatures and incessant rain, we are having some unwelcomed visitors in our garden. No gardener wants to see bugs wreaking havoc on their plants. We are all too familiar with the destruction of many tiny critters. Fortunately, nature offers plenty of non-toxic ways to discourage and manage detrimental insects like ladybugs and lacewings. Prevention is always the first and best line of attack. If pest damage is too high to tolerate, then only we use the least invasive control method like BT, neem oil, diatomaceous earth, Sluggo. I'll make a separate video to show how we control bugs in our garden, the ways and the things we apply in our garden. That's all for today's garden update video. Thanks for watching and happy gardening.